All right, so Lex, I want to welcome you to our Future Friday. I appreciate you for coming on and showing the Smithites all of your talent. So first of all, I want you to just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you have going on, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I'm Lex Bibbs, class of 2005 from Johnson C. Smith University, originally from Washington, D.C., Silver Spring area, with majored in communication arts while at Smith, a host of things. I pledged Phi Beta Sigma. I was an ambassador, had a bunch of internships, ESPN, Carolina Panthers, stayed at Duke for a summer, man, was just very involved. Loved my time at Smith. Now I'm a part of the Charlotte alumni chapter, man.
All right, good stuff, man. I appreciate it. That's something new. I didn't know you was from Silver Spring.
Yeah, so we grew up in the city. We grew up in Northwest Washington up until I was like middle school age. And then we moved, man. Something happened in the neighborhood, so we moved. So I did middle school and high school in Silver Spring. And then when I went to Smith, we moved back to D.C.
Okay, you remember what neighborhood?
Oh, in D.C.?
Yeah.
Temple Courts, right off K Street.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
And so when we moved back to the city, we moved uptown, up on what was it, Luzon Avenue? Yeah, that area, man. So, you know, it was hard to go to school and be like, well, I'm from DC and Maryland, but I claim both, man, because like Silver Spring was just as important as being growing up in DC.
Well, here's the little secret that nobody knew, at least me being from Connecticut and always beefing with the DC cats when I was in school back then. And my boys now make fun of me. You became one of us. We didn't know there was any difference. Like, if we came here, there's a bunch of y'all. We just thought y'all was all DC, but they come. I mean, there's people from Annapolis claiming DC. You have people from Annapolis.
Yeah, if you're from Annapolis, I would claim DC too. But the reality is that if you think about the debates we were having back then, none of us was in control over that, right? So
yeah,
for somebody to be like, well, you really from Maryland, but like, no, I grew up in DC. Like, I had no control whether we moved how many times or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, you're beefing about nothing.
Yeah, well, true that. Well, let's get back on point. Tell me, you've got a bunch of different businesses, man, been very successful with. Tell me a little bit about the businesses you have going on.
Yeah, so I started throwing parties, I would say around like 2007, 2008. I'm just one of those people, I'm not afraid to try anything, man. So, you know, when you're young and single and not married, like I just had all this time and energy. I was going to parties and I was like, man, like this party is whack today. I should try this. You know what I'm saying? And so what do you do when you have an idea? You tell your friends and next thing you know, it's for y'all. So I end up throwing some whack parties, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until over time that I started finding some success and I let the parties go for a little bit, then I started being more strategic, you know what I mean? And instead of doing them with a group, I kind of just started doing my own thing because the four of us, we used to call ourselves like the Four Horsemen because we were big into wrestling. But I did my own thing and had some success. And so present day, man, I just do stuff for like homecoming and CIAA. That's where I have the most success. It's really hard with my lifestyle right now because I work at a high school. I'm a college advisor and I'm married. So I'm not what people will call in these streets like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand that.
Yeah. So right now, it's really just homecoming and CIAA. I'll just have events around that. And as far as the brand, Smith merch, what I have on right now, this is my brand. I started it around 2014. We threw this party, me and a friend, and we called it Smiff. And I knew we called it Smiff in our day, but it was just seeing the words. And I was like, let me try something. You know what I'm saying? And again, not afraid to try it. This was like the first hoodie I ever sold, but the hoodie version is like the T-shirt version.
Okay.
Put it on the T-shirt, didn't have a website, was kind of underground at the time, put it on my coffee table and was like, yo, if you want one, send me an email. And I was just sending them off like that. And you know what, 5, 6 years later, I'm still doing it, man.
Yeah. How did you know? Because that thing took off, man. I remember seeing it like, man, how did you know it became, like, when did it become like a big thing? How did you know you had something big going on?
I probably could give a couple different answers, but today I'm going to say when I started getting backlash about it, that's when I knew I had something. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I'll be really honest with you, bro. And this is probably like the turning point of the story. The backlash almost made me stop it, but I just pushed the gas harder because obviously it's spelled Smiff, right? It's not Smith. It's how we say it is not how it's spelled. You know what I mean? It's black vernacular. So there was like hundreds of comments on this like Facebook group, man, and they were killing me. They were like, "What idiot came up with this? This is a disgrace to the school." Like, man, I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like, nah, man. Like, I want to fight these people. You know what I'm saying? So I started reading some of the comments more and more, and I just saw like what it could be. And when I say that, it's like someone put, I'll use this as an example. Well, when I bring my Johnson C. Smith University coffee mug to school, nobody ever asked me about my school. But when I put on this shirt or when I have this bottle, now I get to have a conversation about our university. So basically it became like a talking piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Smith? Oh, Smith, Johnson C. Smith. So people get it. But I would say that was the turning point. That's when I knew I had some momentum. So that was around like 2016, 2017.
Okay. All right. Now you're officially trademarked and everything, right?
Oh yeah. We trademarked, man. But I was out here just doing it just because for a little bit, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, again, I was like really like putting my feet in the water, like, okay, how far are they gonna let me go with this? When I say they, I mean the university. Because I thought the university would stop me and be like, hey, don't do that. Like, we don't want you out here doing that. But like, I found that the university loved it. And like, this is when Carter was in there. Carter said, man, like, I got word that the chatter and Biddle was he's giving alums and students new energy about the school. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, I got something with this. And that was around 2018. I didn't trademark it till 2018, so 2 years ago.
Okay. And what was that process like for like anybody who wants to like run a business?
It's really simple. The internet makes everything simple now, man. You just go on the internet, and you can call or you can just fill out the paperwork. But I called and they walked me through the process. I paid fees. So with the trademark comes like lawyer fees and stuff like that. So for instance, like I have seen other vendors selling Smiff out here, and I've had to have a conversation with them like, hey, I sell that. I actually trademark that. I see you selling that. I'm going to need you to stop. You know what I mean? And if they don't stop, then I can just say, hey, such and such T-shirts is selling my brand, and they'll handle that for me. So that all comes with trademark and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Like, it's pretty dope.
Hey, that's official. That's what's up. Well, how can Smithites put in their orders?
So I have a website. It's smiffmerch.com. So www.smiffmerch.com.
Okay.
You on Instagram, you can follow me at LEXBBS. The link is in my bio. I hate to be cliche, but yeah, man, it's out there. I got some new stuff I'm about to drop, like some workout apparel next weekend. Okay,
that's what's up. Say the Instagram again, because you disconnected like just a little bit during that piece.
Yeah, so my Instagram is LEXBIBBS, and the link is in my bio. So at Lex Bibbs on Instagram. I'll follow you back, man. Shoot me a DM. I got a discount code for you.
Oh, perfect, man. I appreciate that. You know, the IG is all new for me. I'm trying to reach out to the young folks that like y'all who are killing it, man. I appreciate it. Now, I hear your parties are legendary. You know, how will Smithites who aren't familiar with you kind of figure out how to get linked in and know about when your parties are coming up?
Okay, so again, normally I do something around CIAA homecoming. Yeah, stuff has gone to another level now. And again, it's just like stretching myself, right? So homecoming, I think that's when we start. I mean, you said it, not me, but when we got into like the legendary parties and started getting these really big venues in the city, and it's like, wow, like, so when alums come from out of town and they bring their friends or their family, and it's like, yo, it's a vibe in here. Like, there's this one venue here in Charlotte called Label, used to be called World. And it was now called World. It used to be called Label, excuse me. And it's like, it's a club that looks like it belongs in Miami or like Chicago or LA or something. But it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's about 10 minutes from my crib. And yeah, so we just do these big homecoming parties. But I mean, again, I promote a lot through social media, through Facebook. I have a distribution list via email, but primarily I use social media because that's the demographic that normally come to my party, those that really use social media, Instagram on a daily basis.
I know you've already mentioned it about kind of failing and just kind of getting started. You seem like a go-getter. How do young Smithite kind of approach this if they want to get a business started? What advice would you give them, to kind of pursue their dreams and launch a business?
Man, the biggest advice I can give any young Smithite or any person for that matter, especially that want to get into like whether it be parties or clothes, is trust your ideas, man. When I first started this, especially the brand, I called it a dumb idea. You know what I'm saying? And I called it a dumb idea, but I believed in it. So I would just tell anybody, just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Trust in yourself and give it time. Obviously, that goes with patience because we do live in a microwavable society. Everybody wants to get rich fast. Everybody wants more of this or more of that. But man, the success I'm having with this brand now, I never thought I would have. But right now, it took 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's next level success now. And I still got ways to go. Like, I feel like for real, man, I just started, to be honest.
Absolutely, man. Well, that's the way. Stay hungry. Well, I appreciate it. It's the first Feature Friday featuring. It's our first signal on Feature Friday. We done spread out the love. Now I gotta find who's man. I gotta figure out. I gotta get an alpha on here. That's
You could stop with us, man. You good. You ain't gotta worry.
absolutely. Well, I appreciate it once again, man. Much success going forward.
Can I say one more thing, fam?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we obviously know that the CIAA tournament is leaving Charlotte. Stay on the lookout. Follow me. Might creep my way up to Baltimore and get in the mix somehow, some way, man. Whether it be a vendor for my brand or throw an event.
Okay, nice. That's what's up. You got to connect with us. Connect with us. We got to get some DC chapter love in there somehow on that, man, and make sure you get you a nice posted up spot. All right.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right, man. No problem, man. You take care. All right.
Peace.
All right. Be easy.